Fala galera, aqui é o Hero, estamos de volta com mais um vídeo, dessa vez de volta com o Tales of Xillia. Vamos continuar exatamente de onde a gente parou. Eu tô colocando as roupas alternadas, as roupas que eu mais gostei, tá? Pra poder continuar a série, já que a gente já mostrou todas as roupas, pelo que eu me lembre. Então vamos continuar aqui.
Is it just me, or are we the strongest group ever?
Whoa, come on, Leia. You need to calm down.
No, Jude, you need to calm the heck up. Why can't you be happy about this?
I, for one, am moved by our achievement. I never imagined I'd be so strong at this age.
That is quite an accomplishment.
No Iggy Back can stop you. I'm proud of you, Rowan.
Now you've done it all, huh?
Whatever do you mean? The legend of mighty Giza has only just begun.
See, Jude, you need to be more like Rowan. Get into the spirit.
Guards down.
What?
No matter how strong you get, you still drop your guard when you get excited. You need to work on that.
That whole act was just to catch me off guard?
Possibly. Oh, but I truly am happy to be this strong.
That's 1 point for Rowan.
Fine, I'll be more careful.
Então vamos nessa. Poder determinar meu evento evolucionário. Que isso? Ah, provavelmente não vou fazer. Metal nave. Com ele posso terminar o maior invento. Side.
It feels like my body has become significantly stronger. What do you think?
Absolutely. You look like a powerhouse. I give your bod a 9.9. I wonder who's stronger now, you or Alvin?
I'm staying out of this.
Hooray! Mila wins by forfeit!
Goad me all you want. Pros don't fight battles they won't win. Besides, it's not like there was anyone taking down Mila back when she was physically weaker.
Alvin's right. Mila's power never came from physical strength. Mila's so powerful that she doesn't even need to lift a finger.
I appreciate the compliments, but I do wish someone would give me a chance to test my strength.
If that's what you're after, why not Tipo? He's got the same shape and texture as a punching bag.
Now that you mention it, he does look like he's just right for punching. Hold still, Tipo.
Oh! Oh! Ah! Oh! Mila's crazy strong. Your mana lobe is crazy developed.
Is it?
You can just look at her and tell that?
Yeah, totally. When you build it up, your face gets all defined and smart looking.
I have trouble believing that.
So you think my face is stupid looking?
No, I didn't mean it like that.
It is possible. I too felt that my face became more defined after I started channeling spirits. Perhaps the part of the brain that houses the mana lobe also controls the facial muscles.
Rowan, you're buying into this nonsense?
Then maybe the reverse is true. If we were to strengthen our facial definition, maybe our mana lobes would grow stronger.
That could very well be. Let's give it a try.
Tipo, you can't just lie to people all the time like that. Okay, I'm sorry.
I've never seen prank victims with such strikingly well-defined faces before.
Tem bastante comentário.
Ah, that went well. Lately, I've felt so intensely focused when I fight.
Even I have noticed. You are like a finely crafted sword.
A sword, huh? A tool created for the sole purpose of cutting.
There is beauty in its simplicity. However, a sharpened blade is surprisingly fragile.
And a blade that's too sharp may cut the hand that wields it.
You two don't have to worry. I am no tool. I understand that in a wise wielder's hands, a sword can be used for more than cutting foes.
Indeed. It might be used for maintaining one's mustache.
Or peeling a potato, perhaps.
Yes, and if you swing it sideways, you could use it as a blunt weapon. And if you spin it around the tip, you can use it to punch a hole like a drill. You could also use the sheath as a weapon to smash someone's joints.
Do you think Mila understood what we were getting at?
I do believe she understood, but Mila's mindset is a tad on the aggressive side.
Então vambora. Tem como ver o que tem acima também. Vamos ver. Nada de emocionante, né? Essa roupa dele é muito massa. Aqui é a recepção. Caralho, tá tendo uma convenção ali.
Hey, you're using a Spyrix too.
You mean this?
Me and my grandma use them too.
Really?
My granddaughter and I both have a cardiovascular disease, and we've had medical Spyrixes implanted to help with them.
I bet it hurt really bad when you put it on, huh?
Yes, it did.
But you just have to bear the pain. 'Cause without Spyrix, we wouldn't be able to live normal lives.
I see.
You're so brave for being so young.
Yeah, totally!
My grandma always says that.
Thanks to the advance in medical Spyrix technology, we've been able to overcome our illnesses. We'll never forget what Dr. Mathis did for us. May his soul rest in peace.
Mathis?
That's the same as your last name, Jude.
Dr. Mathis is the one who created my Spyrix. But he died in a boat accident a long time ago.
This whole time, I only saw Spyrix as harmful. I never considered it could actually help people.
Spyrix, eles eram usados pra coisas ruins, geralmente, né? Caralho, ainda tão longe do chão, é isso? Vamos nessa.
This city is made of stone and metal.
This is the Olympian city of Triglyph. Welcome, visitors from Riza Mexia.
This lamp is casting light without channeling spirits.
Perhaps that cable is somehow conveying luminescent energy to that lamp.
How could they have possibly built a city this size without using spirit arts?
It's almost frightening.
Everyone here seems to be just like us.
Except for the part where none of them can channel spirits.
It's a whole different world, but the people are just like us.
It looks to be that way.
Eles usam os spirits de outras maneiras, né? Eles não usam a força espiritual, que nem a Mila conhece. Tá, tem um áudio aqui, deixa eu ouvir.
I can't stand to hear Balin prattle on like that.
Really? I find him quite interesting.
He's been that way since he was a kid. That's how I knew it was him right away.
He's strange, but he's really nice.
I know. Unlike me.
Nobody's saying that.
But watch yourself around him. He has quite a mean streak. Do something embarrassing and he won't ever forget it. He'll torment you with it till your dying day.
Like what?
If he told you half the dirt he had on me, I'd never be able to show my face around you again. Just thinking about it makes my skin crawl.
You guys seem really close.
Well, I guess we were friends before he got all cynical.
Oh,
What's that? You jealous?
absolutely not. You don't know what you're talking about.
Salvar aqui que faz um tempinho que a gente não salva também. Ok, tinha um cara pra conversar aqui que eu vi. É side, né? Olha que cidade louca. Parece, sei lá, ela me lembra um pouco a Nier. Não sei porquê. A Nier Automata. Qual que é Nier, na verdade?
This city sure is strange. Yeah, I feel like there's something missing.
Falta alguma coisa.
There's no nature.
Indeed. I haven't
natureza.
spied a single blade of grass, let alone a tree.
Is it because they're using Spyrex?
More likely because there aren't any spirits.
Exactly. As the spirits became scarce, all signs of nature withered with them. Olympias is in its death throes.
So this world needs spirits.
What was that?
Ela já se
Alvin,
ligou,
what
né?
does that poster say?
Support the Otherworld Reactor Plan. They were probably put out by a union of Spyrex-using merchants.
It sounds like they're really dependent on Spyrex.
You look like a deep-pocketed lot. Help us pull the plug on the reactor plan.
Tell me, old-timer, why do you need donations to stop the plan?
Filing official protests with the government isn't free, you know.
Phew! Did you take a bath in booze today?
What's the deal with this doll?
Count me in. I want to stop the Otherworld reactor plan.
Jude, wait.
Thank you, lad. Thank you.
I wonder how Gaius intends to stop the plan.
With Muse's power at his disposal, they could show up on this side at any moment.
That's true.
A
No point
fomezinha
moping around
batendo.
on an empty stomach. Balin should have that food ready by now.
Beleza.
Hey,
Listen,
Mila.
Mila. Oh, sorry.
It's fine. Go ahead.
No, after you. Mine can wait.
Why is everyone behaving so strangely?
A lot happened after you went away. It helped us grow up a bit. But growing up certainly doesn't solve everything.
I bet Alvin feels the same way.
I see. You humans mature so quickly. Then again, what adult with an ounce of common sense would hunt down Maxwell and pick a fight with him?
Well, the lack of common sense part.
That's probably your influence, Mila.
How dare you?
Beleza, tem mais.
From the nature to the culture, everything on Olympia seems so different. This is your homeland, right, Alvin?
Yep. The source of the Spyrex you hate so much.
You don't sound too happy about it. Didn't you want to return here more than anything?
Well, I thought I did. I wonder why I wanted to return to this doomed world.
It is true that its spirits have withered and its plants and animals are disappearing. But Olympias isn't over yet.
The people here brought this upon themselves by using Spyrex. You aren't even the real Maxwell. Do you really intend to save humans like that?
Yes, this is a human problem. And as you know, I'm quite fond of humans. Whether I'm Maxwell or not is beside the point.
I see. Glad to hear it.
Eu vou ver o que eu preciso comprar aqui e tal. Caralho, tem mais. E pra editar, pra ficar mais rápido, eu vou passar as mensagens que aparecer aqui e já vou vazar também.
Did Jude and Leia have a fight with Alvin?
Why do you ask?
Intuition.
Your intuition is on the mark as ever. I only heard about it after the fact, though.
Alvin tried to kill Jude, and he even shot Leia.
It didn't seem to be one of his typical betrayals. It was his actions that led to your apparent death. That must have been quite a shock to him.
That was probably true for Ivor, too.
They fought with Ivor too?
We all did! He ran like a frightened bunny! We finished off Pressa and Agria, too!
Though that too was a painful conclusion for Alvin and Leia.
I see. Now I understand why everyone's changed so much.
O Ivern é tão chato, velho, que nem me fez falta não ver ele mais. Bom, é isso. Então eu vou comprar o que for necessário e a gente já parte.
Oh, you were pretty strong to begin with.
Beleza, aqui já fiz tudo que tinha que fazer. Vamos nessa. Vou continuar com o Alvin dessa vez. Aqui a gente tá voltando, né? Tem como seguir pra lá e pra cá também. Deixa eu ver o que tem aqui. Aqui é o porto. Acho que eu não vou vir aqui agora. É, os portos até aqui são iguais, né? Só vou salvar porque eu fiz umas mudanças grandes no inventário, né? Então não quero ter que fazer tudo de novo caso alguma coisa aconteça. Temos que voltar à casa do Balan. Então tá bom. É aquele maluco lá do começo. É.
Heading out?
I'm off to Helioborg. I hear the results of some new Spyrex research just came in.
Oh, right. You did say you were an engineer. Well, hey, Balin buddy! Where's our chow?
I put together a real nice spread back in my apartment. Feel free to dig in.
Thank you so much!
If you don't mind me asking, where exactly did you find us?
Out past Helioborg, where I'm heading now. You were sprawled at the foot of the hill on the other side of the complex.
Thank you.
No problem. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.
Certo. Temos que voltar para lá? Ó o maluco ali.
So, what's everyone's plans from here on out? If we head to that spot Balin mentioned, we might be able to get back to Rize Maxia.
Oh, I see. That's why you asked.
Although, I'm not planning to leave until I find a way to help both Rize Maxia and Olympius.
Is there any way we can help?
Of course. I doubt I could figure things out alone. Just having you here would be a huge morale boost.
We mustn't underestimate the circumstance, though. We must contend with Spyrex devices, the Otherworld reactor plan, and even Gaius.
That's why you want us all to decide for ourselves.
Try to head back home or figure things out here, huh? Wow, that's tough.
I realized something once we landed on this side. We can't eliminate Spyrex from Olympius, but we still need to get rid of the schism. It's a real conundrum. I want to figure out what I can do about this.
Well, you know I won't agree to anything that hurts my own people.
But we need to find something to help the spirits as well.
I have something to say. If we can't eliminate Spyrex, then I will take the extra effort to watch over and protect the birth of new spirits, so their numbers stay intact.
But that means...
Spirits are another part of nature's cycle, just like humans. I will find a way to support them both.
You sure about this?
I've thought long and hard about this. Jude, if you're convinced that we can't get rid of Spyrex, then I won't argue. But we can't waste time debating this. We need to head to Helioborg.
She's got a point. Any place working on Spyrex research is probably involved in the Otherworld reactor plan.
Can I get answers from everybody by the time we get there?
Okay.
Is my role to offer support, or is it to lead?
Vamos para a Fortaleza de Heliborg. Vamos lá. Opa. Vamos lá, dessa vez não vou salvar não. Eita. A gente mal chegou, já tá rolando treta.
Helioborg is under attack!
What?
You should turn around and leave. It's not safe here. I just don't understand why anyone would attack the Spyrix Research Center. Who's behind the attack?
We have no idea. The attackers were using calculatrix without Spyrixes. How is that even possible?
What's that?
Spirit arts produced using Spyrixes. If the attackers didn't need them, I think we know who they are.
Sounds like Gaius is already making his move.
Let's go. I want to make sure Balin is safe.
Eu achei que aquele cara lá ainda fosse, tipo, de boa, tá ligado?
It must be shocking for the Olympians to see us using arts without Spyrix.
Not so much shocking as terrifying. To us, it's as if you have supernatural powers.
But in a lot of ways, it's Spyrix technology that's more powerful.
People fear what they cannot understand. That's why we're so quick to discriminate against other races and cultures.
Alvin, were you scared when you first came to Riza Maxia?
I was. The people seem like monsters to me.
And how do you feel now?
Now? You know. Some are good, some aren't.
I'm glad to hear that.
It sounds
Isso
like
serve
young
pra
men
muita
from
coisa na
Olympia
vida, hein?
start out quite naive.
And old men are condescending no matter which world they come from.
Serve pra bastante coisa na vida, isso que ele falou.
So how far is
Como a gente
Olympus
julga hoje em dia
from
qualquer
Riza
coisa, né?
Maxia? It really isn't about distance. They're, like, separated by an impassable wall. Oh, I know. Rize Maxia and Olympius are about as far apart from each other as men and women are. An impassable wall? Does that mean we can never go home? I won't be able to see Drusilla again? That's horrible. No, it'll be okay. After all, we're all together. You have Mila, Jude, Rowan, and even Alvin. You know they'll figure something out. That's true. You're here too, Leia. Yeah, but it's not like I'll be any help. That isn't true. When you're here, everyone's happier. Let's all go back to Rize Maxia together. Okay, it's a promise.
Ok. Eles falaram que não tem... Deixa eu cancelar.
My stomach
Que
seems
não
to be empty
tem
again. When do we eat?
Again with this one.
natureza, né?
Good performance, but terrible fuel efficiency.
I've no excuse for my performance. Age must have dulled my combat skills more than I'd realized. What a dreary landscape.
Is this another one of Ifrid's arcs? What's it doing on Olympius?
There are words appearing on it.
My name is Ifrid. I'm an explorer seeking a foreign world known as Riza Maxia. When I depart for it, I will gather the treasures I've collected in my adventures on Olympius and place them in arcs near my hometown as a gift to the next generation of adventurers.
Huh. So Ifrid was an Olympian.
He must have found some way
Será?
across the schism to Riza Maxia.
And then he never made it back to Olympius. Never figured there'd be someone else besides you guys crazy enough to go running off to other worlds. Well, let's pay our respects to our predecessor and help ourselves to his loot.
Bom, pra caso alguém tenha perdido algum comentário há muito tempo, no começo dessa série, sobre esses tesouros de Ifrid. Ifrid, ele é um pirata, uma espécie de pirata do Tales of, mas não só do Tales of Xillia, de todos os Tales of, tá ligado? Ou quase todos os Tales of, fala sobre um pirata chamado Ifrit, um aventureiro que desbrava mundos. Não é à toa que todas as terras de Tales of, ou quase todas, tenha alguma coisa, algum comentário sobre ele, tipo... Porque, como o Alvin disse, ele era louco o suficiente pra explorar todos os mundos, né? E eu não lembro se é um... Eu não lembro se passa ele no Tales of Berseria. Eu não lembro o que acontece no Tales of Berseria, que acho que a gente enfrenta ele num modo demoníaco. E se eu não me engano, ele morre em Tales of Berseria. Então fica aí a parada, a questão, né? Ifrit é um aventureiro que passa a sua, vamos dizer assim, sua manta para outros aventureiros futuros. O Ifrit é uma pessoa só, tá ligado? O Ifrit é uma como é que eu posso dizer, cara? É uma continuação de aventureiros, ele passa o manto pra outras pessoas, tá ligado? Porque Ifrit, ele tem vários jogos, cara, e tipo, cada jogo do Tales of, eles se passam geralmente em épocas diferentes, épocas grandes diferentes, tipo, grande quantidade de tempo diferente. Então... não dá pra saber, tá ligado? Tipo, é muito estranho ter um pirata que, tipo, viveu tanto tempo assim. Mesmo pro Tales of, né? Então, não sei. Eu acredito que o Ifrit não é uma pessoa só. Ifrit é um nome passado em gerações por um pirata específico, tá ligado? Que começou por um pirata específico. Mas pode ser que eu esteja errado também. E o Ifrit, ele acho que ele é irmão de um personagem do Tales of Berseria.
Where is everyone?
Uma hora eu tenho que pesquisar só sobre o Ifrit.
A Spyrex casing.
This looks like a storage space for Spyrexes, but the contents are destroyed.
Did Gaius do this?
É legal porque é diferente isso daqui, né? Tipo, Tales of, pelo menos todos os que eu vi, não mexe com tanta tecnologia.
But left the other buildings intact.
In other words, their goal is not an invasion or to wipe out the military.
Mila, we should hurry and look for Balin.
Right.
Eu não lembro se eu
My stomach
salvei.
seems to be empty again. When do we...
Again with this one. Good performance, but terrible fuel efficiency.
I can't believe the size of this facility.
Que susto, cara.
Everything in Olympias is so grandiose.
It's like a city in and of itself.
É o quê? Ah. O Tales of Xillia 2 Se eu não me engano, ele se passa 10 anos depois do Tales of Xillia 1. Eu tenho que confirmar essa informação, mas acho que sim. Depois do final do Tales of Xillia 1. Então vamos ver primeiro o que acontece no final para podermos ter uma ideia, né, do que esperar do 2. Que realmente, como eu disse para vocês nesses vídeos atrás, eu joguei coisa de 1 hora no máximo de Tales of Xillia 2 só para ver como é que tava o jogo.
Help me.
Are you okay?
Thank you. I think I'll be okay now.
This place seems deserted. Do you know where everyone went?
Some people got out early. I don't know about the rest. It was pretty chaotic.
Did you see the attackers?
The soldiers hit us like a wave. They were led by some guy with a giant sword and a flying woman.
Well, that settles it.
That it does.
É,
They told us they'd destroy every last Spyrix, then they ordered us to retreat.
Sounds like something he'd say.
Wait, it can't be. Gaius must be planning to eliminate every Spyrix in the entire world.
Just to stop the Otherworld reactor plan? Isn't that a bit extreme?
No, it's a sound plan. Olympias' situation won't change as long as it has access to Spyrix. Even if the current plan is halted, someone else will eventually come up with something similar.
By eliminating Spyrix, Gaius is going right to the heart of the two-world problem.
Sounds like a lot of work. But if Gaius is anything, he's determined. Damn it. That puts Balin in danger.
Excuse me. Do you know anything about someone named Balin? He's a Spyrix engineer.
You might find him over in the Spyrite Research Wing. What? Officially, it's called the Military Research Wing, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. Those freaks are probably still wreaking havoc over there.
I'm sure he's okay.
Don't worry about me. You just worry about Gaius.
Yeah, but still...
You already have enough on your plate. Your job is to keep moving forward, remember?
Right.
We don't have time to worry right now. The sappy stuff will have to wait.
All right, thanks.
So where's this military research wing anyway?
Just ahead. If it's still standing. Be careful.
You too.
You sure you're gonna be okay?
Save it, I'm fine.
beleza. De onde a gente veio? Cachorro, mano. Cachorro robô, mano. Sei lá que porra é essa. Cachorro! Pegou. Como assim, mano? A diferença de... Ok.
This one is mine.
Time to go to work. Nice one. No break? Here we go. Man, are we good or what?
Yeah.
Ouch, the cold shoulder.
Esse eu vou ter que lutar. Doido?
The guard's down.
Oh, as voz do Ilan de novo. começar na vantagem.
How unfortunate. Look, it's not working.
No way!
Die! Whirling assault! Condemnation!
The guard's out.
Farewell! Die! Whirling assault! Condemnation!
No breaks?
Fire!
Fighting spear! Condemnation! No foe can withstand against my resolve.
Eu acho que uma coisa que eu tenho que arrumar é as áreas da galera, hein? Cara, eu tô bem perdido aqui, velho. Nossa. Ala de investigação militar, bom.
Okay.
Fighting spear! Cloud here! Cloud here!
Nothing! Let me turn the blade!
Cloud here! Cloud here! Shimmer spin!
Oh yeah, we're on fire!
Quando tiver lugar pra ir, a gente pode ir.
No breaks?
How unfortunate! How unfortunate!
Ready, Jude?
Okay.
Destruct your brain! I'm on fire!
Wow. Okay.
I'm on fire!
Wow.
Shimmer spin! Shimmer spin!
Moonlight.
This reminds me of our training.
Vamos ver o que tem pra cá primeiro. É, sem saída. É pra lá mesmo, então. Ué. Não era ali, né? Não, aqui é pra voltar pro bairro comercial. Ala de investigação militar. Bom, tem um lugarzinho ali que eu não vi ainda, na verdade. Aquele negocinho lá, ó. Se a gente ir andando, a gente consegue pegar ele. Ó. Só pra vocês verem a luta. Eu não acho que eu não tinha conseguido gravar antes.
How unfortunate!
Turn the blade!
Simmer spin! Simmer spin!
Protect me, okay?
Condemnation!
Embrace fortitude.
It's over.
Stay on guard.
Protect me, okay? Embrace fortitude.
Condemnation! It's over!
Shatter circle. Get him!
On the floor!
Take this.
Oh, doido. É isso. Pra cá. Ai. Vamos ver até onde vai. Eita! Ok. Acho que é aqui mesmo, hein? Ah, pegou.
Here we go.
How unfortunate! How unfortunate!
Right on point.
Down floor! Rising Falcon!
Quero trocar uma coisa aqui.
No break. All right.
I'll help too.
Here we go.
All right.
I'll help too.
You picked the wrong
Okay.
fight.
You pick up the wrong fight. Vamos por vez. Por que esses caras estão com um alerta, velho?
We'll never find Balin or Gaius at this rate.
Let's look somewhere else.
Hold on.
What is it?
This confirms it. They created a spyrite with the information Exodus gave them.
Ah, achei que você
Something
tava
called
jogando
Vault.
um jogo aí.
Interesting.
So Gilland really was trying to save Olympius with spyrites.
What? According to this, that spyrite thing was powered about a half an hour ago.
It sounds like it was one of the reasons for the chaos that transpired here.
Where'd it go?
I don't know exactly, but it looks like it climbed to one of the floors above us. What do you think?
It might be worth checking out.
Why do you say that?
I don't have any proof, but I think Gaius might have activated it. If he did, we should find him nearby.
But what would be his motive for using spyrite?
I have the same question. I think it's important we get in contact with him.
Jude, it's not that I don't want to meet him. But if Gaius is dead set on destroying all Spyrixes, I doubt he'll listen to anything we have to say.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. If that's his plan, then I'll just have to stop it.
You say that now, but we all know how much you respect him. Just as you respect Mila.
Please, Rowan. There's no need for this.
You sure you won't back down in front of your hero, kid?
Hey, Jude doesn't need a lecture from you. Yeah, who died and made you head honcho?
It's okay. I do respect Gaius, but it doesn't mean I have to follow his path. I can create my own. Otherwise, I'll never make my own decisions. I won't grow up to be who I want to be.
Well said.
Hey, who turned out the lights?
The base's power went out.
Let's proceed with caution.
Ué, de novo? Ué, tava quebrado aqui. Então vamos. Isso é muito grande.
Here's how we do talk. How unfortunate. A freak. Okay.
Take this!
Me okay? No! Turn the blade!
Who's next?
No time for a break?
Okay.
Here we go.
I do not have time to waste.
How unfortunate. Crimson Flash! Protect me, okay?
Okay.
Great fortitude.
Mila!
No! I look weak against Earth!
Well done, Alvin.
All in the line of duty.
Naturally.
Haha, que legal. Dá pra entrar aqui. Só não tem muita coisa. Ah, ok. Vou trocar um pouquinho. Au.
I'm not afraid of the dark. Do your worst.
We're counting on you, Elise.
Vem aqui.
I'm still scared.
Hey, get off me. You can't hide there.
Onde será que ele tá se escondendo? Entendi. Não dá pra puxar mais que isso? Vai dar sim. Aqui pegamos alguma chave. Não tem mais nada, né?
Be careful here. Touching the wrong cable could kill you.
Eita. A gente pegou a chave de algum lugar ali, né? E era dessas portas, eu acho. Que funciona claramente com energia, mas tudo bem. Só lembrando que eu não sei quando eu vou começar o Tales of Xillia 2, ou se eu vou começar o outro Tales of, ou de repente outro Final Fantasy, tá? Eu ainda tô vendo o que eu vou começar e quando. Eita! Que isso?
That must be Volt.
Anyone else all tingly?
It appears to be a spirit that can control lightning.
It doesn't seem to be tethered to a human the way Celsius was to Gillen.
So you're saying it's out of control?
We won't get any answers until we calm it down.
Vamos ter que lutar.
So much electricity.
So much sound and light!
So what? That's not enough to stop us.
Okay.
Ready?
Got it. Take this.
Turn to blade!
Wall shot. Hit him with water.
Engage. Not yet.
Cyclone drive. Dragon salvo.
Só os espíritos já tá dando conta do bicho. Fechou.
Okay, we finally stopped it.
Eu tenho que trocar pelo menos os ataques do L ao que era
Only electric
antes.
shocks may have helped my blood circulation.
Porque tá me dando nos nervos não conseguir fazer quase nenhuma combinação.
We finally beat some sense into it. Just another easy battle for yours truly.
If we've learned anything from Celsius and Volt, it's that Spyrites are tough customers.
They're just as strong as the great spirits.
We were wondering when you'd show up.
Interesting. I never expected to find you here.
So you've come to Olympias after all.
I'm assuming you're the one that activated Volt. I don't understand your motive, though. Were you testing its potential?
Potential? I would never entrust my people's lives to something as tenuous as potential. I attempted to tether with a Spyrite, precisely because it is something you would consider.
What?
But it was for naught. Their power is far beyond human control. That leaves us with no choice but to eradicate every last Spyrix from this world.
So that really is your plan?
Don't you realize what would happen?
We would end the Otherworld reactor plan once and for all. Surely the end justifies my means.
What about the schism?
We will leave it in place. As long as Spyrixes exist, the threat of Olympias exploiting Riza Maxia remains.
And what of Maxwell? Do you plan to leave him where he is?
It is the duty of the strong to ensure that the weak do not perish.
This isn't right, Gaius!
What about it isn't right? We will safeguard the schism until the last Spyrix is destroyed. Then, we shall unite the two worlds.
What about all the people who will suffer if you eliminate their Spyrixes? Are you just going to ignore them?
Don't worry about the poor suffering humans. Gaius will protect them.
Jude, Mila, you of all people should understand the ideals I'm striving for.
What's the point of ideals if you force them on others? Don't you see what's happening? Spyrix is a necessity for these people. Take it away and they'll have nothing left.
Jude.
You talk only of possibilities. I demand certainties.
Maybe you're right, but I can't give up.
This conversation is pointless. Please, let's be off.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
What should we do now?
In the end, I couldn't. No, there are still things we can do. There has to be.
Eu acho que se no final... Eu não quero... Eu tô só...
Balin? Balin!
Como é que se diz? Eu tô só tacando conversa fora.
It appears the elevator stopped working when the power went out. We must find some way to get them out of there.
Mas eu acho que se for pra alguém...
Wait, we can use Volt.
se tornar uma espécie de deus ou alguma coisa assim, acho que poderia ser o Jude.
You're not planning on tethering with it, are you?
Is that really wise?
Maybe not, but it's worth a shot. Only way to find out is to try. Volt, lend us your power.
No way, it worked!
It's still stuck. We need more power.
Please, just a little more.
This must be the same backlash that hit Gilland. Give it up, Jude.
Not yet! What are you doing?
Why do you insist on doing such reckless things by yourself?
Look who's talking.
Hey, don't leave us behind now.
If a task cannot be done alone, then we must simply do it together.
Keep trying and something's bound to stick sooner or later.
We want to help too. Uh-huh.
Thanks, everyone.
Almost there. Focus.
Now! Thanks for the save there. Balin, who are these people?
They're patients. Each one of them has a condition that makes it impossible to live a normal life, even with Spyrexes.
Wait, does that mean the next generation Spyrexes you've been researching are...
Yep. Those little critters they're using are Spyrites.
These creatures are Spyrites?
They're so cute! But they don't seem any more powerful than lesser spirits.
Of course not. They're lesser spirit Spyrites after all. Wait a sec. Are you telling me you don't know how Spyrites are made?
Do us a favor and assume we don't.
Well, you should ask one of the other engineers if you want the full spiel. But in simple terms, you've all seen spirit fossils, right? If one of you Riza Maxia folks pours mana into one, voila! A Spyrite is born from it.
How strange.
I guess there's multiple uses to those fossils, huh?
The only catch is you need a booster.
What? Wait, did you just say booster?
Yep. If someone with a booster pumps mana into a spirit fossil, the calculatrix art inside takes physical form. And that's how you make a Spyrite.
How are they different from Spyrexes?
It's a matter of art precision. These Spyrites can be as precise as the Asperixis devices from back in the day.
I didn't expect to hear that name here.
Uh-huh. Too bad Asperixis devices consume spirits.
Does that mean Spyrites don't kill spirits when they're used?
Pretty much. They're fueled by the mana stored inside spirit fossils, after all.
One thing I don't understand. These people seem to have no trouble using Spyrites. And yet we struggle to tether with Volt.
Spyrites made from great spirits are in a whole different league. The more powerful the base spirit, the lower the chances of a successful tethering. We're still just at a 50% success rate.
Hey, but that's more than enough.
At that rate, lesser spirit Spyrites might completely replace regular Spyrexes someday.
Then people won't suffer and spirits won't die either. We did it! Great job, Cheapo!
Hey, what are pals for?
Does this mean that Olympias's environment might recover too?
It just might.
Thank you, Balin. You have no idea how much this helps us.
You're welcome, I guess. But we really should be thanking you. You're the ones who saved our research, after all.
We did?
If you hadn't saved us, all of our Spyrite research would have gone up in smoke. Someday these people will be able to get on with their lives again.
Something tells me this Spyrite research is going to become very important.
Looks like we found the path we've been seeking.
Yeah, although the fight's not over.
Balin, could you tell us the exact spot where you found us?
Oh, of course. I found you all collapsed at the end of Rusal High Road. You can reach the High Road by following this passageway here.
Now Gaius will have to listen to us, right?
No, it's too late. I don't know why I know this, but that was our last chance to convince him.
You look happy. I am, now that we understand the potential of Spyrites, and it's all 'cause Jude wouldn't give up. I'm all like, yeah, take that, world. Jude can really do great things when he tries. I always knew that he could.
They're just as happy with his success as if it were their own.
I completely understand their sentiment, though. Jude had never been the type to lead the way. But this time, he chose a path and followed it through.
It's always good to see positive growth.
I wonder whose influence that was.
One thing's for sure, it certainly wasn't yours.
Oh? Haven't you ever heard of reverse psychology? Teaching by bad example?
At least your humility makes a fine example.
It's good to see everyone upbeat for a change. Yes.
Ok. Agora temos que voltar lá pro outro lado.
The hill where Balin found us was just past Helioborg Fortress.
Let's take a look. Maybe we'll find a clue that will help us get back.
Eu vou mudar esses daqui. Porque eu tô sem quase golpe nenhum que combina com os outros demais. Então eu vou deixar os espíritos pro R e os ataques que combinam pro L. Vamos testar.
Be gone! Flame control! Fire!
Got it.
Aí, ó.
Flame control!
That got me pumped.
Caralho, já tem mais comentários.
Olympias doesn't seem to be any greener out this way.
Nope. Pretty much everywhere outside the cities is like this. If anything, it's a little worse than I remember it.
The lack of spirits must have broken the cycle of nature.
To the people of Olympias, this is what nature looks like. When I first laid eyes on the forests of Rizamaxia, I could barely comprehend what I was seeing.
So this is the world that Spyrix has given you.
Go ahead and say it. We brought this on ourselves.
That may be true, but still.
Bom, então...
Look!
Tô salvando que nem louco, velho. Eu fiquei muito filho da puta com o save game depois do Gand Days of the Blade. Pra quem não viu a série, É um jogo bem legal, só que me tirou do sério em alguns
But I
momentos.
wouldn't expect to see a big forest
É um dos
anytime
exclusivos de
soon.
PS3, por isso que eu quis trazer ele aqui. É um jogo muito legal mesmo, só que em alguns momentos ele me deixou com raiva por besteira. Eu acho que algumas coisas eu tinha que ter visto certinho. Alguns controles. Que porra de passarinho é esse aqui, mano?
No brakes?
The guard down.
Let the Inferno engulf you.
I'll handle him.
Ah, agora eu lanço.
Demon Inferno!
Let's keep
Eu
this
lanço
up.
uns ataques diferentes, né? Que carregam. Acho que eu já fazia isso, mas nunca tinha usado ele. Tinha usado outro ataque. Que é aquela bolinha de fogo, saca? Bom, vamos lá, vamos enrolar, não. A gente tá bem próximo do final mesmo, né?
Let me make sure I have this straight. We use boosters to infuse spirit fossils with mana, and then a spyrite is born. Because
Okay.
unlike Spyrix devices, spyrites can use arts without harming spirits.
Did you actually take notes while Balin was talking?
Yes, but there are still things I don't understand.
If there are things
também
you
não.
actually do understand, then you're way ahead of me. I bet Teepo'd say, "Hey, you need to study, Leia!"
Ah, but after that he'd probably say, I don't understand any of this either.
Probably. Hey, no Teepo impersonations! Ah, he heard us! You're both being rude.
Elise, do you understand spyrite theory?
Of course I do.
Personagens memoráveis, né? Olha mais um bagulhozito. Tinha mais. Tem monóculo. Isso daqui que eu tinha visto. Acho que combinou com ela. A orelha de elfo continuou pra ela, né? Nela já não fica tão legal. Também não aparece. Tinha um que era só óculos, né? Sei lá, enfim. Vamos continuar. Bom, eu vou trocar aqui pra Leia agora um pouco. Ficou bugadão. abismo de Tatalian e brecha interdimensional. E aí, qual dos dois lados? Acho que o que a gente procura é a brecha, né? Que ele falou que é onde a gente encontrou, ele encontrou a gente, não é? Pegou.
Here we go. Here we go.
Well done, Alvin.
All no.
Rapidinho. Balançando o rabo, hein? Ali.
This must be the sensation humans know as hunger. Let's stop and eat something soon.
Didn't we just eat?
He said he found us sprawled at the foot of this hill.
Let's look for a path down.
What's that?
We must have fallen from there to the bottom of the cliff.
Isn't the rift a little small?
My guess is it's about to collapse. Jumping back through would be a leap of faith.
Count me out! It looks too dangerous! Let's head back to town and figure out another way.
Hey everyone. If you plan on returning to Riza Maxia, then I think it's time we parted ways.
What? What makes you say that all of a sudden?
I know that we pulled off a successful Spyrite tethering together, and we found out some great news. But I'm afraid the only way to stop Gaius at this point is to fight him. I don't want the way you feel now to get in the way of your true feelings.
I agree. If we can't be honest with ourselves about why we're fighting, then there's no point in fighting in the first place.
In other words, you want us to make our own decision.
It'll be a difficult ride ahead. I guess it only makes sense.
Mind if I have some more time to think? At least until you're all ready to leave?
Sure, of course.
Don't let your current emotions get in the way. I'm almost acting human.
Mila?
Sorry, it's nothing.
Wait, isn't this...
O que tem pra cá? Acho que pode ter alguma cosita. Ih, nada. Tem maior cara de que ia ter alguma coisa.
There's no way replacing everything Spyrix with Spyrites is gonna be easy as it sounds. In terms of raw numbers, just think of how many Spyrites we'll need.
It's true. The Spyrites need to be researched, created, distributed. It won't happen overnight.
There is much that needs to be done. But if we can't buy more time, the spirits will go extinct.
I will buy us time. Maxwell said it himself. If we remove the schism, the mana that it contains could sustain Olympius for a considerable amount of time.
And that's what you intend to do?
Yes, it is.
It's a long road ahead for all of us.
But the more pressing problem is Gaius. If we can't stop him, it'll be too late for Olympius.
Yeah.
Ok. Então vamos voltar. Não tem interação? Posso chegar perto? Que doido. Bom, vamos nessa. Agora a gente vai voltar e vasculhar aquele outro lugar lá que tava do lado.
You don't need to keep protecting me all the time.
Let me prove that I can take care of myself.
Ok. Olha que ervinhas bonitinhas. Lembra da cidade do começo lá, né? Uma coisa que eu espero do novo Tales of é que seja mais rápido algumas coisas, saca? Pra entrar e sair de combate, por exemplo. Na real, podia ser instantâneo, que nem o... Vai, não tá... É só texto mesmo? Podia ser instantâneo, tipo... Sei lá, Dragon Age, por exemplo. O que é isso, mano? Uma substância que se formou quando essa terra se formou.
That's gotta be some sort of free-fall world record, right?
Tipo um dragão ali, mano. Ah, parar de TP. E o monstro lá. Os caras não tiveram dinheiro pra narrar o diálogo. Que? Eu vou lutar. Foda-se.
No brakes?
Dry fire! Stop! Stop!
We okay?
Stop!
Embrace fortitude.
The guard's down.
You picked the wrong fight.
You pick up the wrong fight. A versão do... Como é que é o nome do bicho lá? É Big Smoke. You pick up the wrong fight, fool. Só que lá é House. É tipo um quebra-cabeça aqui, cara. Ah, a gente tem que voltar pra casa do Balon. Ok, vamos voltar então pra cima. Ele falou alguma coisa sobre os 4 elementos e tal. Então não sei se tivesse que usar ali os 4 elementos seria diferente, não? Brecha interdimensional, fortaleza de Heileborg. Aqui. Muito mais fácil, né? Beleza. Deixa eu usar salvar aqui. A gente tem que voltar para descansar lá na casa do Balon. De novo.
I don't understand. The spirit fossil came off. How is she able to continue walking?
O andar dele é no P1 ali. Nem sei se a gente pegou alguma coisa. Deixa eu ver com esse cara. Ah, peguei. Vamos descansar.
What are you doing, Alvin?
Figured I'd stay away, since everyone's so sick of me.
Maybe because you're a big fat liar.
Yeah, that's just who I am, all right. And what about you, Elise? Wondering what to do?
Yeah. I just don't know what the right choice is.
Well, you're talking to the wrong guy. I don't know much about being a kid. Never really had a childhood.
So were you a member of Exodus ever since you were just a little boy?
Yeah, that's right. I thought it was okay to trick people. When things would go bad, I'd just disappear. I'd take the path of least resistance. I pretty much just did whatever didn't hurt me, that's all.
Then, does that mean you won't be going with Mila and Jude?
You know what? That kid forces me to wake up and smell reality. They're all just so mature, the way they hide their real feelings about me.
Oh, now I get it. You're lonely, aren't you, Alvin?
I've never been much for expressing my feelings, I suppose.
Que visão bonita, mano.
But even if they do hate me, I have to stick it out. I'm not leaving this time.
So does that mean that you really want to be their friend again?
I've learned that building real trust with people takes a lot more work than you think.
Being a grown-up sounds like an awful lot of pain.
Verdade.
It seems like the older you get, the tougher it is to share your feelings with others. Anyway, no one will want to be friends with me until I can make the first move. It's hard, but it sure beats being alone.
I wonder what I'm supposed to do now. What do I have to do to become happy?
Well, it's different for everyone. You just have to find what works for you. I'm sure you know what you want by now.
I guess so. It hasn't been easy, but I've learned a lot traveling with everybody. I know that. I definitely don't want to stop, that's for sure. I want to keep on learning more, and I want to make some new friends.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me.
Some help you are.
I told you, I'm the wrong guy to ask about this stuff. Sorry about that, kid. Huh?
That's a thank you. I just wanted you to know that from now on, I'm gonna be your friend, okay?
How come the kids are the wisest people in this group?
Todo mundo pensando, todo mundo separado.
Trouble sleeping, young miss?
Yeah, I still haven't made up my mind. What about you?
I've reached a decision. I have decided to go with them.
I see. I wonder if I'm the only one who's still on the fence.
Essa noite vai ser meio que pra eles pensarem, né?
Huh?
When Lord Klein passed away, I inherited the keys to the kingdom along with many doubts.
But eventually you figured out what to do, right? I used to think that everything works out if you do your best, but I've been proven wrong every time.
Does Agria still haunt you?
I keep thinking there might have been something else I could have done for her.
I know that feeling well.
Oh, you mean with King Noctigal?
Am I that easy to read? Let me tell you, life does not become any simpler the older you get. But I must say, I am a bit surprised by you.
In what way?
I was under the impression that Jude was the one who occupied your every waking thought.
Come on now, don't be silly. Is it obvious?
Yes, I'm afraid it is.
You know, I once thought that if I became a nurse, that I might find happiness. After all, when Jude's happy, I'm happy. Simple enough, right? But now, I'm starting to get the feeling that Jude just might be better off without me. I mean, I don't want to get in his way again, you know?
Leah, would you like to know what my reasons are and why I've decided to go along with Jude and Mila?
Are you willing to tell me?
I would like to be there to walk with them in the future that they wish to create.
That sounds like you.
But that's not all.
Huh?
I plan to take the lead and pull the two of them along behind me. That is my true desire.
And I? What do I really want?
I think you already know your answer, miss.
What I really want is to see Jude's smiling face again. I suppose that's it. That's a good reason, isn't it?
Hey. Don't you want to sit?
You've changed.
Not really. To be honest, I'm so scared I can't even sleep.
I told you before, if we can just dispel the schism, I'll handle everything from there. There's no reason for you to be afraid.
Mila! If the schism disappears, so will the temporal crossroads, right?
Yes. The destruction of the schism means the death of Maxwell. The temporal crossroads were born from Maxwell and that unique spirit climb, so they will vanish too.
Why? Why didn't I realize what's happened to you? I know. You never told me because you wanted me to find my own answer first. Isn't that right? Mila?
It was just easier for me that way.
Huh?
The entity known as Maxwell is essential for the spirits. So they will need a new Maxwell.
Then we won't be able to stay together anymore?
The sadness of parting is a human emotion. Such emotions no longer apply to me.
And there's no other way, is there?
Maxwell created me, so perhaps he could restore my human body. Jude, is that what you really want? Let's create a new future for all the spirits and people in the world. And let's create it together.
Together. Thanks. Gaius!
Is Muse with you?
Just relax. I've come here to tell you something, and that's all.
Then talk.
We are ready to commence our operation to wipe out every Spyrix in Olympias.
So your attack from before was just to check whether Spyrites were usable?
Exactly.
You came here to tell us that?
No. Listen. You have a dream for the future of the world that is vastly different from mine. So,
You plan to fight us here?
This is a piece of Muse's power.
The power to slice through space?
What of it?
Here, I give you a chance to return to Riza Maxia quietly if you choose to.
You'd still offer us a chance to end things peacefully.
Gaius, you know full well that we can't walk the same path. Not anymore.
So you say. But I wonder if Mila agrees with that.
Why should I? What makes you think I've wavered?
One can only handle so much. Take Muse, for example.
What about her?
She is very torn. She has incredible power, yet she knows not how to use it. In hindsight, I was cruel to force such a weak person to become strong so suddenly.
You want to save her too, don't you?
Along with the rest of my people. Stand down, and I will take over.
Your words cannot shake my will, nor can they alter my mission. It remains unchanged, even after all this time.
I see.
Jude. Our choices matter. They're meaningful for precisely that reason, because they're our choices. Following the will of others will lead nowhere. That's why our choice right now is more important than our own survival. So Jude, please. Watch over me so that I stay on my path until the very end.
Yes, I promise. Sleep well?
Yes.
That might have been the best sleep I've had in my entire life. I was dead to the world.
I decided I'm coming with you. I won't bore you with my reasons, though.
Thanks, Leia. Let's do our best.
Yep. I'm coming too. And me 3.
I shall accompany you as well.
Wouldn't do for the only Olympian here to sit this one out.
So you've made up your minds.
Then there's something we need to tell you. Check this out.
Nifty knife.
Gaius brought this to us last night. He called it a piece of Muse's power.
Does that mean we could use it to tear open the breach?
Looks like it.
Gaius truly is inscrutable.
He's mocking us.
I don't think so. We might be fighting against one another, but he's a good guy.
Nice to see her actually talking to me.
Well...
I appreciate it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's a bummer there's nobody here to send off the heroes.
That shouldn't be a problem.
We'll just have to accept that we're unsung heroes.
Who needs an adoring crowd? Let's have a pre-battle cheer.
If you insist.
Couldn't hurt.
Make sure to put some feeling into it.
Indeed. Here goes nothing. Everyone,
Dimeno.
let's finish what we started.
Muito bem. Muito bem, 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 bem.
Muse seems to have fallen completely under Gaius's control.
I'd say it's more that Muse has finally found someone she can rely on. She had been yearning for someone to guide her.
That girl has some big-time dependency issues.
She's like my own dark shadow. I wish we could have met under different circumstances.
Whatever the nature of their relationship, Muse's ability to manipulate dimensional space is now in Gaius's hands. That is no trivial matter.
Agreed. Even the great spirits are no match for a blade that can sever dimensional barriers.
That doesn't sound promising. Should we turn tail and run away?
Yes, let's do that. Do you really think I would say such a thing?
Of course not.
You know me well.
Ok.
Oh yeah! Snag something good!
Is it really okay to steal like that?
Of course it is! We won that battle fair and square!
Yikes. So might makes right, huh?
Does that mean if we lose, the enemy might take something of ours?
Yep. If we were to lose, the enemies could have Tipo.
What? You can't take Tipo without my permission!
Well, let them have your hairband! Hey, that's off limits! I had to save up my allowance for weeks to buy this. It's my #1 favorite.
But I'm everyone's #1 favorite!
Fine. If we lose, we'll just have to sacrifice Alvin's coat.
The hell you will. I love this thing.
Muito bem. Tinha uma side aqui também de um maluquinho aqui. Não sei se a gente pegou o que ele queria. Nem lembro o que era. Não. Vamos lá. Vamos para a brecha interdimensional. Beleza. Bom, eu vou cortar o vídeo aqui, na moral, porque eu acho que o próximo...
You don't need to keep protecting me all the time. Let me prove that I can
Talvez o
take care
próximo
of
seja o
myself.
final, né? Mesmo. Então, é isso. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. No próximo a gente continua exatamente aqui. E é isso. Um grande abraço. Valeu, falou. Fui.